Hi, we are here on the red carpet of Soho International Film Festival. I have the honor to be here with Jeremiah Kipp, director of Entanglement. Hi.
Hi, Ilaria. Well, the honor is mine. It's wonderful to be interviewed by you.
Oh my God, I love him. He's my favorite ever. So you're here with Entanglement. Can you tell us about the film?
Absolutely. Well, Entanglement is, those Craigslist dates that just don't go right? Well, it's not a comedy. It's like things go really south on this one. So it's called Entanglement because I think with human relationships, love is the most important thing that there is. But human beings are very dangerous and complicated animals, and if you put two of them in a room together, then ultimately we get entangled in ourselves, and we get entangled in each other, and complications ensue beyond what these two people were expecting out of this brief encounter. Yeah.
So it was written by Joe Fiorillo,
Yeah.
but the inspiration came from Lucas Hassel, correct?
Yeah, well, we work together frequently. Like, this is our third, we've worked together many times. Like, Joe Fiorillo is a writer that I work with frequently. Lucas Hassel is an actor that I think we think of him as our muse, It's like he's like Lucifer from Paradise Lost. He's like a fallen angel. And he's such a beautiful man, and we always cast him as these deplorables, So we all came together on this one again. It's like our third project, and Joe had written it. And I think it was because we were pressuring him. We had a good experience on our previous movie, The Minions, and wanted to continue with this character. And even though the character has a different name, Lucas and I pretended that it was the same character and a continuation of the work that we'd been doing before.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so we were continuing to mine the character that Lucas was playing, which was very interesting. Yeah.
So, and when you talked to them for the first time, when they talked to you for the first time about this idea, what was your first instinctive reaction?
Well, even from the conception stage, I'm inclined to work with Joe and Lucas. We're all fascinated in the dark mystery of human beings, So it was a no-brainer for us to all collaborate again. And Joe, as a writer, is completely unafraid to go into the dark side of sexuality and the guilt of characters who are conflicted. Joe is a Catholic. He's an incredibly moral guy. So, he's very moral-minded, and that's what kind of holds him instead as he's diving into the deep end of the pool. So Lucas and I, when we read his scripts, we're always entranced by the quality of his writing, the complications of his characters. They're not easy, and they're not pretty, and they're not safe, And that's like a really fascinating place to be. All of Joe's writing feels like a gently disturbing dream.
Yeah. It was difficult for the actress to actually film because it's quite dangerous.
Yeah, well, I feel very strongly about this. The characters are in an incredibly dangerous situation, but that means that there has to be trust between the actors and the director and the writer and everyone. We all are on this high wire together without a net underneath us. So it's very important. We rehearsed a lot. We rehearsed for months before going into it, just because we were all in the rewriting process together. So by the time we filmed, they had a deep understanding of the characters. There was no mystery about what we were going to do on the set or what we were going to show. So the set was a very safe environment for characters that are enduring very unsafe conditions.
Did you know Robin from before, or you met her at the audition room?
Well, Robin was in The Minions also. So actually, when Joe and I wrote the project, it was it was with other actors in mind, and then once we decided that Lucas and Robin were the ones that I immediately thought it was like rock and roll. I suddenly thought that the piece became that much more frightening and scary because Lucas and Robin are totally fearless in their approach to performance, and they were totally willing to jump right in and do the scary things together.
So how excited you are to be here today?
Well, I love the Soho International Film Festival. It's always a pleasure to screen here. We're in a beautiful theater, and I continually come back to this festival because I find it so personally and professionally rewarding. The quality of people that come to this festival is really wonderful. The after parties, a lot of the time the after parties, it's not necessarily conducive to meeting people, but at Soho, they throw a wonderful party, and it's wonderful to share your experiences with other filmmakers and other people in the audience, and I just love it here. So it was a no-brainer to submit Entanglement, and I'm very happy to be screening here.
I have one more question.
Of course.
So what's next for you, Jeremiah?
Well, we got an option on my feature film Slapface, so that's in the works. So that's a monster movie that Lucas is also in. So we'll see if anything emerges from that. And I'm just about to wrap a TV show, a crime series that's in its second season called Grave Mysteries. And then after that, we'll see. We'll see what the next step is. But we're just finishing up post. Oh yes, and Black Wake. We just sold a feature called Black Wake, starring Tom Sizemore and Eric Roberts and Nana Gouveia. So we'll be announcing. The poster art has come out, and we'll be announcing the exact August release date very soon.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
And I love you.
Oh, I love you too. Thank you so much for speaking to me, Ilaria. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. We're here with Jeremiah Kipp at Soho International Film Festival. Ciao.